Does your car window do this? And then not come back up? Then odds are your window regulator is broken and needs to be replaced. So today we'll be replacing the window regulator on my 2003 Mazda Protege driver's side window. So if you open the door all the way up, you will see there is a Phillips screw inside there. There should be a little screw under here. And normally there's also a screw right there, but mine seems to have popped out already. So first step, we need to remove those 3 screws. This one here, there's just a little clip, and I just use a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver just to get underneath there and pop it up, and then you'll unscrew that. Also, one more screw underneath the door handle that needs to be removed. So once you have that screw off, this needs to slide forward, and it reveals 2 more screws for you to remove. One there and one there. Once these screws are removed, you can just start kind of popping this off like so. And you can see all the innards underneath there. So then what you need to do is just lift this whole assembly off so you can get access to the electronics into the old motor. So you'll see a series of screws along the edge of this brown piece. You need to go ahead and remove those so that you can take off the controls for the window. Once you have this bottom piece detached, you can kind of hang the top piece just on there on the lock just to get it out of the way so you can work down here easier. So before you unplug anything, what you want to do is go ahead and lower this window a bit until you can see those screws right there, so that you can unscrew that and get the glass off of the old regulator. So the next step is to actually remove the glass off of the motor assembly. So there's a screw there and a screw there. You'll need to unscrew those, and once that's done, you need to lift the glass up and tape it to the top of your window, or secure it with suction cups or something to make sure it doesn't fall down while you take out the old motor. Once I have an abundance of tape holding my window up, because I really don't want to have to come back and do this all over again to replace the glass, next you'll need to remove these bolts. There are 3 bolts. One there, oops, that came out. One there and one there, and then there's going to be one there. There's also 2 more right there that you'll need to remove also. Those are size 10 bolts. Alright, once all those are out, you just need to kind of reach back and finagle this thing out of here. Like so. So you'll need to go ahead and insert the new regulator and motor in there, line up where those screws are, and install them. The instructions I have recommend installing the regulator first, putting the screws on that first, and then doing the motor second. Now that we have the new motor and regulator installed, we can reconnect this like that, and then we'll go ahead and test this motor and see if it works before we put everything back together. So there, I don't want to go too far up. Looks good. So what we'll need to do next is go ahead and carefully untape this window and lower it down, and then reattach those bolts that go right there. Okay, so I have my window back down, and I have reattached those 2 bolts there. Now I will try and see if it works again. Yay, it works. Very exciting. Okay, so now we just need to put everything back together. So working backwards, the first step is to attach, or the next step is to reattach this top panel, the bottom panel, with these little screws and a little screwdriver. There should be some pegs that kind of indicate where everything lines up to make sure you get it on right. Alright, so once you have the two panels put back together, you need to line up your lock over there and get that underneath where it needs to go. And then it's just a matter of popping the panel back in the various corners. I will tell you I had a little bit of trouble getting this underneath there. Apparently there's a part that's supposed to go over the windowsill. It goes over the windowsill, and then you can pop that in. And then it's just a matter of popping things in. Next we'll put that screw back in, this screw back in, and these screws back in. So when you're putting this piece back in, you have to kind of angle it in. There's a little hook there, and then you can attach the screw. We've done that screw, we've done that screw, we've done this screw, and so now it's just a matter of putting this handle back on and then doing that last screw. Again, you'll notice there's a little hook right there that needs to go underneath there like that, and then you can just push that in like so, and then put that in that last screw, and you are all done. Okay, so now we can lower our window, raise our window, power locks work, door works, and we're all done. Good job.